Hi, I'm Ben,
Hi, I'm Brooke.
Hi, I'm Meg.
I'm Phil.
and thanks to the American Heart Association,
And thanks to the American Heart Association, I am a lifesaver.
I'm a lifesaver.
We are lifesavers.
I was heading home somewhere in like the 7 to 8 o'clock hours, and in between one train station on the path in New Jersey, somebody went into a medical episode.
Take this same trail every time we go on a walk. Heard a scream that felt like it stopped time. And there was a man face down on the ground, a woman obviously in distress, and 4 people standing around them looking down in complete shock.
Bill and I had gone to church that morning, and he had noticed a person in church that looked different to Phil, and he kept saying he thought something was wrong with that person. And when the man fell over, I just assumed he had fallen asleep, and Phil jumped up immediately and he told someone to call 911, and he ran over to assist the person that had fallen over.
What felt probably about 5 minutes or so was probably the equivalent of about a minute or two, where the Port Authority police came down, were able to take over and had a defibrillator.
They flipped the man from his stomach to his back, and I heard the 911 operator say, "You have to start performing hands-only CPR." And it was in that moment I knew that I did have something that the people didn't have, which was the knowledge of hands-only CPR.
When I was doing CPR, I honestly just kept thinking, count and breathe and relax. And I was listening to him. I knew what to do, so I was a little bit more relaxed. And I truthfully was just thinking, please let this person be okay.
At the moment, I think I blanked out and was on autopilot, but was overcome with emotions, joy, crying, thinking of family, immediately afterwards. It was a very surreal time.
I didn't know if he would survive, and I remember leaving really angry and really emotional because, first of all, there were 4 people that got there and did nothing. Then you start thinking about yourself, and 3 years ago, I would have been one of the people that got there and did nothing.
At the kickoff event, it was a company event. I had a chance to learn hands-only CPR, and I really thought to myself, like, why not?
I learned CPR as a Go Red for Women director as a part of our STEM Goes Red initiative.
Ben's mission definitely gave us the confidence to know what to do and how to act. Seeing all the videos and recognizing the signs helped keep him calm and helped him understand that this is an emergency. I know what to do and it's going to be okay.
And knowing that they're still here because of the 5 minutes or less than 10 minutes that it took me when I was at a kickoff event to learn hands-only CPR is, again, the most humbling and best piece of gratitude I can have in life.
It was in the days that followed when I got a text from his son. It read something like, "You'll never know what this meant. You know, I should be planning his funeral, not worrying about what he wants for lunch." He survived. Like, we gave him hands-only CPR and he survived, and he has full brain function.
He kept saying over and over how proud he was, and he knew what was going on, so he knew that it would be okay. I'm not gonna cry again.
I never in a million years thought that I would be the person to perform hands-only CPR.
If I had not received the training prior to this event, I don't know if I would have felt comfortable enough to actually step in and perform hands-only CPR.
You know, this had a story. This was a face, this was a family, and his life was saved because of our work. You can't put a price on that. The fire that it propelled in me that day, that month, and then ever since then. And I hope that it can do the same for others.
I'm so proud of my mommy because she saved someone's life.
To all the staff members that are putting in the work behind the scenes or up front or amongst colleagues, thank you. Your work is tremendous. The impacts that you all are doing, while you may not necessarily see them up front or maybe at that moment, they're paying dividends. There are individuals and folks who are receiving the work that you're putting in, and thank you.
How many presentations have I done that say 90% of out-of-hospital cardiac arrest victims do not survive? But we can change that. We can be a part of the 10%, and the action and the work we do here every day can slowly but surely make that statistic change, even if it's one person at a time.
It's amazing. It means a lot. And you really are doing life-saving work. Thank you.
Thank you to the American Heart Association.